Once you understand what a formula is, you can use Excel to make any type of calculation. In this lesson, you learn to explain how a formula works and to identify Excel arithmetic operators. Here's our workbook. It's used to track the hours each employee has worked, both regular and overtime, and the hourly rate of pay for each person. And it uses formulas to calculate the regular pay and the overtime pay. We're going to examine these formulas to better understand how they work. Let's get started. In step 1, I'll click cell E5. Here in the worksheet, the cell shows the regular pay for this employee. But notice up in the formula bar that we don't see the number 660. Instead, we see a formula. A formula is an equation in a worksheet that calculates a result. You use a formula whenever you want Excel to make a calculation. You enter a formula in the cell where you want the results to appear. We want cell E5 to display the regular pay for this employee, so this is where we enter the formula to calculate his pay. A formula always begins with the equal sign. This formula says equals cell B5 times cell D5. The asterisk is the multiplication sign. You can use any arithmetic operator in a formula, like times, plus, minus, etc. There's a table in the book that reviews the basic arithmetic operators. Cell B5 contains the hours worked for this employee, and cell D5 contains his hourly rate of pay. Notice how the headings in the worksheet, name, hours, and hourly rate, help us interpret this information. This employee worked 40 hours, and his hourly rate is $16.5. So the result tells us his regular pay is $660. You might wonder why the formula uses these cell addresses instead of just reading equals 40 times 16.5. It's because using cell addresses whenever you can ultimately saves a lot of time. If you later change a value in a cell, say we give this employee a raise and change his hourly rate to $20 an hour, the formula will still be accurate. It's just multiplying the hours he worked by his rate of pay, no matter what those numbers happen to be, and cell E5 just displays the result. So the more you use cell references, the less you have to go back and edit your formulas if other information changes. In step 2, I'll click a different cell, F5. This cell contains a formula that calculates overtime pay, or OT pay as it's called in the heading. This is a more complex formula. It reads equals cell C5 times the product of 2 times cell D5. Employees get paid twice their hourly rate for overtime hours, so that's why we have 2 times cell D5. And we want to multiply this employee's number of overtime by this result, 2 times cell D5. So that's why this part is in parentheses. Using parentheses tells Excel to calculate these results before calculating the rest of the formula. So in this formula, the hourly rate is doubled, and then that value is multiplied by number of overtime hours. And the result is $132. To try these steps yourself and to review the basic concepts behind calculations and formulas, turn to page Excel 6 in your book. You can also check out that table on arithmetic operators you can use in Excel.